Welcome everybody to the Eclipse Season 2 Power Rankings video announcements. I am one of your panelists, CHA, and co-lead of this event. And alongside me, we have Musty. Musty, how we doing?
What's going on, lads? I'm doing swell right now. I kind of want to get into this PR straight up. Been a long time coming. This season has been exciting, competitive, all sorts of stuff.
It's been massive. And before we begin, I would like to clarify on how this PR has been established. We've made a team of 6 different panelists. It's been me, Mizzo, Kara, Musty, Creighton, and Flix. And together we have made our different panels, different results, and these are the conclusions of it. Before we begin, I would like to share off this small rule in which you must have had at least 3 tournament participations to be part of it. And Musty, are we ready for the first one? Are we ready for number 10?
I'm ready to get right into this one, bro.
With a big shock at number 10, we have Lamb Money. It's very interesting because our favorite Fox Dutch player snuck right in with not only his Fox, but his green Luigi. Definitely was a very interesting run, was extremely close with another player that we will mention later in honorable mentions. And yeah, with surprising results, especially at Eclipse 19.5. Definitely made it just enough to sneak right in, didn't he, Musty?
Made just a case. It was a contested spot, in all honesty, but he had the results. I think it ended up being Lamb Money taking over the others. No. I think Hard is well deserved. He's a grinder. He's attended a lot of tournaments. Let's go Lamb Money. We all love him. Life of the server.
For sure. Especially especially when he had that 1-0 record on Jamie, even with the nameless. Yeah, that was definitely more than
these are big wins. These are wins. Respectable wins. Respect Lamb Money.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And for our number 9. Of course, how could we miss him? Number 9, we got the Greek freak. We got the nameless. How could we miss out on our Greek Samus? How could we miss on him? He's definitely a character, isn't he, Musty?
Oh, he's a character. He's perhaps a little divisive, he's a bit irate maybe, but I think he's passionate. If there's one thing that's for sure, he's a passionate player. I think he loves the game. I think he's a fan, regardless of what people might think about him. He made a case for himself. I think number 9 was deserved for him. He had some wins. Wins over Noko. Not punching up. Wins over Sleeks, who's we'll get to him later maybe. And pretty consistent over perhaps the lower players below him. I think solid case for number 9.
I fully agree, especially because even though he had a little streak of 9th places, he has plenty of 4th. And listen, that'll be more enough to get in.
Roche. Good placement from Nameless. Nothing to say about that.
Let's continue with our next top 10 player.
Hello guys, I'm Goku, aka Jamie.
Our Goku, our dear son Goku, of course, a persistent member on the Eclipse server. He may attend more, he may attend less, but of course, he's a character, he's a genuine guy, and a smart listen. Maintaining that 7 to 8 spot on the Eclipse PR once more, Musty.
Mr. Consistent, we all know him. He's been around for a while. We all love him. And it wins results-wise, not bad. Some decent placements. A sound scarf. Nothing to scoff at. Is all I'm going to say.
For sure, and especially even though he had a little bumps on the road with having a losing record on against Lamb Money, going a little even with the nameless. Listen, I feel that with all those spikes that he got, especially a 3rd placing as his highlight, that'll be more than enough, really.
Pretty solid stuff from Jamie, and deserved.
So for 7th. And for our 7th spot, He's definitely a figure for us. He's definitely one of our family members. It is Sleepy Flare. And listen, if there's something that he puts him apart from the rest, he's way more laid back. He's way more disciplined as a player. He's our, well, right behind Bino, but he's probably up there as a dog player. But Sleepy Flare, man, Sleepy Flare, I think he's been a bit of a Mr. Consistent, hasn't he been, Musty?
He's a beloved member of Eclipse, and yes, as you said, consistent man. He has a flawless record against pretty much everyone below him on the list. Honestly,
Hmm.
some good wins. Good wins on punching up a little bit. Got wins on
Hmm.
power. Okay, I think Flair, champion of the mid tiers in the server.
For
Great
sure.
textbook player. We love to have him here.
And
Let's go
especially
Flair.
because it's not only that, but he has gotten great placements, has 1 second, has 2/3, had 1/4. I mean, listen, when we're talking about scraping the ceiling, trying to reach that top spot, that Eclipse win, but at the end of the day, seven's not too bad.
Tim not too bad. And there's some heavy hitters above him. So
Yeah, just wait,
fair.
just genuinely, just wait for what we have for number 6. Coming straight from Team Nebula, of course, we need one of the darks on the team. We're talking about Dark Noko, the French sensation, man. Listen, we're talking
Prodigy.
about a guy who has finished second on an eclipse, and it wasn't one of those small eclipses. We're talking about scraping the 20 participant mark. And listen, Noko's been banging on the door. He's been trying to reach that top 5. Tell us, Musty.
I mean, listen, he might start every bracket in losers because he DQs from every single time, but it doesn't stop him from listen, we got to talk about Noko's record on Tabix. Big
Ooh.
2-0. I'm just saying, he's a volatile player, but he's capable. He's punching up.
Mhm.
He's made a case for a very solid case for his number 6, and all props to him.
For sure,
Exciting
Tabix.
player.
Very exciting player. And listen, Tabix, watch out for next season. We might have another Fox on top. So, it's going straight to number 5. And as a thunder strike hitting Eclipse, we have as number 5 Sleeks, our top German representative. And listen, he was reaching the limit. I DM'd him before this last Eclipse, Eclipse 33. I told him attend. It's good. You have to reach the 3 tournament minimum to please attend and be part of our PR. He said no. He had a date. He changed his mind. He pulled up Game 10 Grand Finals. Second, listen, Musty, what can we talk about Sleeks that hasn't been said before?
In all honesty, I am surprised he is still in the server because his first ever friendlies in this in this server was he pulled up, he played like 5 games with Bibaz and he rage quit instantly because. Anyways, don't talk about that. Yeah, no, he's made a case for himself. Solid, very solid player. Just kind of came out of the blue in all honesty. Yeah, his last Eclipse he made a incredible case for himself. Running his crazy losers run all the way to second, set of Tabix.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're talking about a Selon Tabix, as you said, taking him to Game 10. We're talking about eliminating Power and eliminating Scarf, which, listen, if we're talking about a consistent player, talk about Scarf, so it's no biggie. You know that?
No slouch, I will say that. So, yeah, and one of the only Falcos actually the only Falco on the PR, so, yeah, let's go Sleeks.
Taking the baton of Doja. Sorry, Doja.
Yeah, Puff Out Shield is nice, especially on platforms, which Power's abusing. Oh, I get it.
Oh, we have the man of the hour, the Slovakian torpedo. We're talking about powering Gowing, reaching the 4th spot. And listen, if we want to hear a story of struggle, please listen to Powers, because this man has attended every single Eclipse the second season, let alone as many tournaments for that first season, dying to get that first place, that really deserved first place with so many seconds, and reached his altitude, his peak on Eclipse 32. Musty, what does this tier mean for Power? Let's talk about Power, man.
Genuinely a beautiful story when you bring it up. You know, he was always like a bit of a gatekeeper for the people below him. You know,
Yep.
like he has basically a flawless record on like everyone underneath him. But you know, the big hitters, Scarf, Leo, Tabix, and a few others here and there. They were all just got him at the finish line kind of thing. But he got his one. He got his own. So deserved and consistent guy.
Consistent
Nothing to say
guy.
about it. Resilient.
Very resilient. I love that you brought that up because not only did I feel like it's resilient, we're talking about maybe Scarf's record, the 5-8. We're talking
Oh
about
yeah, absolute heater head to head.
definitely most common matchup in Eclipse Grand Finals.
Yeah.
So yeah, very happy to see power scaling right up. But maybe we're gonna see for number 3, one of the biggest jumpers up to date. So let's get ready for that. And of course, for number 3, we're talking about the Dutch Demon. We're talking about the realest Eclipse server grinder. We have to talk about the man of the hour, Scarf. And listen, if we're talking about another breakthrough player in this server, Scarf is a must talk. 2 Eclipse wins in all his participations, multiple seconds, and must see. Listen, comfortable top 3 for him, wasn't it?
Comfortable. I mean, you see this guy. You see any net play channel at 3 a.m. He's going to be there, right? Like this guy's a grinder,
True.
hardest worker. And if you compare him to season 1, like he placed 9th last season. This season, one of the biggest jumps at 3rd this time. So it's like, you got to give him his props. You got to give him his flowers. Biggest grinder. He's attending his locals. All up for Scarf.
Yeah, listen. If you're not a Scarf fan in
Scarf
May,
soldiers, rise up.
Yup. If you're not a Scarf fan in May 2025, listen, I don't know if you like Melee. I'll be completely honest with you guys. But listen, I might have another Martin tail that might bump it just right out. Let's check number 2.
Net play weekly amateur records, bro, and I would fucking get so mad at him because he would just forward smash. Like, it was so annoying. He just what? He's 38%, just 2 forward smashes. What?
Forward smashes, bro.
What?
And 1-1.
What? See the game so differently. How does he see the game so differently? And of course, for number 2, it's nobody else, the star of the Eclipse Spring Invitational. We're talking about WS Leo. And listen, even though he graduated, even though he's already over a year, his mark on Eclipse has been efficient, has been clear with multiple wins, not only on power, not only on the rest of the cast from top 3 and below, just missing on the first spot, which won't be a surprise, but yeah, taking multiple Eclipse wins, right, Musty?
Yeah, I mean, he made his case pretty easily. Like, he was, he had dominant records on pretty much everyone except, number 1. Well known, bit of a celebrity across UK Melee, if you really want to say that. But yeah, we all know Leo. We know his play style. We know who he is. What are your thoughts on him? I think he deserves number 2.
For sure. Shades of Azen on his gameplay. Let's say that. And before we reveal our number 1, our evident number 1, here are some honorable mentions from our top 10 for multiple reasons that have not been selected. So for some of them, we will have as one of them as Big Man 5.
Of course, he's like the plop of Eclipse. Like, realistically, he didn't make attendance, but we all know how good he is.
Definitely, with multiple Eclipse wins, even though he only attended 2 of them, Bizarre and Eclipse Spring Invitational win.
Oh yes, of course.
As another one, we have OO Refill, aka
Let's go, Chris. Yep. One of our newest French Sheiks. We have several for some reason, but we love him. He's great. Big grinder.
Very close race with Lamoni for number 10. Just barely missed out, but he gets a great honorable mention here, right?
For sure. Well deserved, honestly.
And lastly, a dark horse, which is Localus with 2 very strong runs, even though his personality stays in the shadows. Listen, if we talk about a figure in Eclipse, we have to talk about Localus.
Localus left his mark. The cultural impact of Localus, honestly, cannot be understated. He didn't make top 10. He got like a win on. He got some wins. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but people remember his name. People know his name. People know who Localus is. Like,
Especially, yeah, and especially his win on Tabix. You know what I mean? On
again, we
round
don't
one.
want to, we don't have to go into details here, but he made his mark. We'll take that.
And of course, for our number one, let's slide it right in. Of course, who was it gonna be? The dictator of the server, the owner of the server. Evidently, it is Tabix. And listen, even though a lot of discussion was if it's gonna be Tabix of Big Man, Tabix Leo, a lot of people on the conversation, the most consistent winner by far was none other than the Fox that is held by our Northern Irish player, right, Musty?
I mean, he's got like what 8, 9 lifetime Eclipse wins. Like we all know who he is. You know, he's like the gatekeeper. If you want to win an Eclipse, you probably got to beat Tabix along the way somewhere. You know, pretty dominant records.
Mm-hmm.
A 2-0 up on Leo, 7-0 on Power. Like every time he drops a set, it's like a big thing. You know, every time it's like whoa, big
Yep.
upset from you know. We all know who Tabix is. Big grinder. I'm sure we'll see big things from him at his first local.
Sure.
The North Awakens, whatever it is. But yeah, shout out Tabix. Incredibly deserved number one. I don't think there was much dispute there, in all honesty.
And listen, we already saw shades of it when he jumped to number 3 on our Eclipse season 1 PR, which we already knew it was the incumbent talent. And listen, this just sets the mark for our next Eclipse season 3 PR, in which we have a different throne to defend, since to difference to our previous number 1 flicks. He is retaining the throne with new challengers, new people, same old guard as well, who might win a bit of revenge. And even though he had some slight hiccups with Localist and Noko, listen, how exciting is it that we still have Tabix here to be, reigning the third?
The storyline's great. You know, who's gonna take him down? You know, like we have people. Leo's gone. Who else has gone? Like, who's gonna stop him? Who's gonna stop him?
Yep. I fully agree.
Exciting stuff for sure.
So yeah, and this just sets the mark for our end of the announcement video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Listen, for a whole week, please Musty attest of it. We have been working very hard for another power ranking to be withheld. We put more panelists, we put more contrasted takes, we put different measures into it. We even this is the whole point of the video, to have a step up from the previous PR. I want to thank multiple people. I want to thank obviously Tabix for creating the server, having this possibility for different players and to experience what being a newcomer in Melee should be. I want to shout out also one of the panelists, Mazor, who every single Eclipse updates every single data, the results, the head-to-heads, the wins, everything is written down by Mazor. I want to shout out as well every single panelist. I want to shout out Flix, Kara, and Creighton, and most importantly, our commentator here today, Musty. Thank you very much for being taken apart from the panel and in today's announcement. Thank you very much, Musty.
I mean, the Eclipse backrooms, we've been busy. So.
For sure. And most importantly, I want to thank the viewer, the player, and whoever's in the server just partaking and making
possible without you guys.
Exactly. Making it a family, making it a reason for me to and for the rest of the team to cooperate for these events. So a huge thank you to everybody. And listen, if there's something to show in this PR, what does it mean? It means that season 3 will come and to just keep it grinding.
Keep on it, man. Keep on it. Like, someone's got to take down, someone's got to beat Tabix, someone's got to take some wins. We want to see some new characters pop up, take some, make some name for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
And with that, we take it at a close. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Much love.